Hello everyone, my name is Vikky, and today I'll be watching Attack on Titan Season 1 Episode 12. Before I get into this video, I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Even if you're not celebrating Christmas, still send you my wishes because it's that time of the year where most of the world celebrates and there's a special feel about it, special energy, so hope you're having a great time. So basically today is the 26th, so you'll probably see this video tomorrow on the 27th. I'll try my best to upload this today, but basically Christmas time was here, the 24th and 25th, and I had like no time to film anything, no time to edit anything, so I'm really sorry for that. But it's that period of time of the year where you think that you have a lot of free time because it's Christmas and New Year, but at the same time you have to take some time for your family and friends, and I hope you'll understand. Also that if you have noticed the previous episode, I did at least try to upload it on BitChat, the whole version. But what happened is that the video still, like today, is being processed, and it just, I don't know if it's the size of the whole video, should I lower the quality or what, I don't know why it's not working. One of the commenters said that I could use timer-based reactions. Maybe these could potentially replace my full-time reactions on BitChat, because those timer-based reactions I could also like upload them on YouTube. I will always still like keep those short edited versions, just because of the fact that I don't think that all of you really like timer-based reactions, and but I think I could do like both, like upload this video and then just one video just for the timer-based reactions, if anyone will be interested and wants to see my full reaction to the whole episode. Anyways, we left off at a cliffhanger. Eren did succeed to transform, but things went horribly wrong. Like, looking back and editing it, it's clearly evident that he probably aimed for her. We haven't seen her body, so there's no proof that he hit her, and there's also no proof that he actually aimed for her. Like I said, maybe he tried to hit. It would be really hard, but a smaller Titan, someone else, who knows, you never know with these cliffhangers. But if this is true, that he now attacks humans, then this will like be as I said, the worst case scenario for Eren. The humans will turn on him. I mean, he could potentially be damaged, killed. Like, as I said, imagine if those elite guards come back. What if they now, soldiers, what if they now, those elite soldiers come back? What if they, because they are coming back, so what if they attack Eren, I'm expecting the worst, so let's just see what will happen. They already died? How? Oh, so he attacked her. Shit. Ah, man. Gosh. No way. Oh shit. He would kill her. But he's punching her, that's interesting. He's not trying to eat her. Wow. Oh, she's pissed. Of course she won't let it happen.
封鎖作戦に深刻な問題が発生したようです。 いらん。引き続き町の隅に巨人を引きつけよう。正義犯に関しては現場に権限を委任しておる。死んでいった兵を無駄死にさせんために正義ある限りあがき通すことじゃ。
He still believes. Interesting.
いや、お前のせいじゃない。花から根拠の希薄な作戦だった。みんな分かってる。
リコハン、後方の12メートル級をやれ。三度班と俺の班で前の2体をやる。
なんだって？
指揮権を託されたのは俺だ。
Wow, this is not what I expected. That he'll try to protect him.
あの出来損ないの人間兵器のために今回だけで数百人は死んだだろうに、あいつを回収してまた似たようなことを繰り返すっての？
そうだ、何人死のうと何度だって挑戦すべきだ。
エレンのやつ、何があったんだ。
アルミンが一人で向かってる。多分大丈夫だろう。巨人を町の隅に集めるなんて無駄としか思えねえよ。
巨人相手の戦闘は必ず消耗戦になる。
段階で亡くなる兵は無駄死にってことだ。
いずれ総力戦になる。その時まで兵を温存しておくために犠牲を最小限にするのは当然だ。上は正しい。
そういうもんかね。
そういうもんだ。
He's angry.
まあ損失にならないようにしようぜ。
教えてくれ。他にどうやったらこの状況を打開できるのか。
巨人に勝つ方法なんて。
That's true. He's like their only slight chance that they can win. Interesting.
人間に唯一できることなんてそんなもんだ。さあ、どうする？これが俺たちにできる戦いだ。
そんなの納得できない。
Wow. But it's
作戦には従うよ。あなたの言っていることは正しいと思う。イメージになんて納得できないからね。後ろの12メートル級は私の班に任せて。
Yeah, I really like the music here.
ありがとうございます、イアン班長。
赤間、礼には及ばない。お前が何をやり出すか分かったもんじゃないから。人を守るためだからな。
Oh. Her face was interesting there.
破損した部分が修復されてない。エレへの影響は。
But he did regenerate some episodes ago. So weird.
いやよそ。私が考えてもわかるわけがない。
あれ、今見えないな。今日は何日だ？
Wow, he's completely lost.
うちか。
That's dangerous for him. That's what they're doing. That's why people are dying, I guess.
それが危険を感じた場合は自己判断で動いても構いませんか？
それでどうにかなるならな。キルシュタイン班、行け！はい！
The enthusiasm that these titans have is... Oh, come on now. Oh, they started to climb?
そんな、なぜこんなに巨人が。人間の数は少ないのに、まさかエレンに引き寄せられている。
Wow.
この巨人にはエレンの意志が反映されてない。私が話しかけても反応がなかった。もう誰がやっても意味がない。作戦は失敗した。エレンを置いていけないからみんな戦ってる。だけどこのままじゃ巨人が多くて全滅してしまう。後頭部から同じにかけて縦1メー
Isn't that his weak spot? He tried to cut him out, but... Oh, the center. Okay. Oh, this is dangerous. There's a lot of space inside here. Oh, that's that guy, yeah. Man, they're climbing. That's creepy. Great. Look at they're so happy to do this, man. Wow, interesting. So his sword got stuck. Oh, so the whole thing is broken. They're gonna kill him now. Man, the music. I hope that doesn't mean anything. I'm really interested if the outside world is the same as ours, like here in real life. His parents, this is so... Okay. So is he now controlling this? I really like to end it on a... it's not the same cliffhanger as before, but I definitely got almost zero answers and just more questions. Yeah, this episode again, they're like, I can't actually believe like this is, I think now the 8th part. So remember when I said one of my episodes, oh, this is a 2-parter. You definitely see the 9th part. Like this Trost storyline is nowhere near finished, and I never expected this whole storyline to be so long. But I think they're doing a great job with showing all the different pieces and just building enough and building up the pressure, and getting you a real feel of basically this is how it is. You would imagine in a war. There's no shortcuts. Battles don't just happen overnight and then they're finished. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of people involved, and that's basically what this episode was about. Because looking from a, like again, storyline perspective, basically again almost nothing moved. The story didn't progress as much as I expected it to. And they, again, did the same thing like they were doing now for the past few episodes. building something up and then just cutting away at the end. This episode was nowhere like boring or anything. I think they're doing a great job showing every little detail of this story, or let's say environment, everything that's happening. At the end, it was interesting. I never he said that he wants to go outside because he was born in this world. We never heard him like say that before. I expected he will say something like to avenge my mother. So basically that was their drive. They wanted to go outside, like even they were talking that they wanted to go outside. But I got the vibes in the first few episodes that it was because like Armin, he wanted to go to explore. That was shown already. But I thought Eren wanted just to go to try to attack Titans. Like, because he said he wants to go outside. He never said his reasoning before. I think he always was like, when he was talking to Hannes and everyone, he was like always being prepared for a fight. So, but interesting because he was born in this world. I didn't expect this, and he was like super angry. And his Titan also started to scream, but I didn't want to go become super hyped for this because there's no indicator that he will actually now control this thing. Like, he could now become even more angry and potentially damage Armin. So I want to see the next episode before I start being happy about this. But yeah, so now watching this episode, the one thing that maybe seems as a small thing but that stood out to me is that between Eren and the skin of Titan there's a lot of space. We've seen when Eren was talking in and when he actually just had to cut through the skin, and it was evident that there is a lot of space in there. And this is really interesting for me because when they first introduced this weak spot of Titans, I was like, yeah, this is just like a thing that it doesn't need that they won't explain, never ever. And it's just a thing, yeah, you have to accept it, that's their weak spot, that's how you can defeat them. And not all of the things need explanations. But I have a feeling that they will explain. And my theory here is that basically these common Titans, or how should you say, are a product of evolution. Not the human evolution, but the Titan evolution. Looking at Eren's Titan, he looks muscular, savage. Look at his face, right? He doesn't have a human-like face. So he looks like a first generation Titan, like humans in the Stone Age were forced to move a lot. That's why they were muscular. Their mouth was bigger because they weren't cooking food, and I don't know if this has any, like, you can't say that the same for the Titans, but I think that's a symbol that the creator of this show is trying to show us. He definitely resembles more of a caveman Titan, if you understand me, because some of these, like, common Titans have mustaches, modern haircuts. I think that's a symbol, because I don't believe that the Titans are getting haircuts, right? So that could be a symbol that the Titans looked like Eren's Titan at the beginning. And I believe they were probably born like out of humans, the same like Eren is doing. Maybe that's what his father figured out, that the Titans were actually some humans from the past. Like they said, they appeared centuries ago, I think, out of nowhere. So it could be that these Titans were humans, and because it just makes so sense that their hatred for humans, it makes sense that there is a human connection, so that there were some people who discovered this serum injected into them. It could be a lesser version of it and they couldn't transform back, or they didn't know how to become a human again. So their body stayed in their neck like forever, and through the ages and years, through evolution, you would say, they morphed. The humans that were inside the Titans slowly morphed and became a part of the Titan's body, like forever. And the indicator for that might be the appearance of the Titans, because they're not muscular, they don't have the same face as Eren's Titan. So that is probably an indicator that they went through a change, and within that change, I believe that these humans became like a eternal part of their body. So probably if you kill a Titan and then look inside his neck, there's probably like you probably can't find any human's part in there. But as I said, it's probably because they morphed with the Titan's flesh, and maybe there's like a part of their brains, of the humans' brains, which is still at the center. Like if you look at Eren, Armin said if I would hit at the center, I would kill him. But at the center, there was Eren's head. So would he kill him because he pierced the skin? Probably not. He would kill him because he would hit his head. I think that's the connection, that a part of the human's brain is still in some of these Titans, and if they pierce that part, they pierce basically they pierce that whatever left of the human's brains, and therefore they kill the Titans. Because whenever they were killing those Titans, we never saw like a human head pop out of the Titan. So, as I said, I'm guessing their bodies have, through the evolution, morphed into the Titans' bodies, but there are still some parts that left there, like maybe some, as I said, brain parts, and if you damage that, you kill the Titan. I could be like totally wrong. It would make sense for their, basically, as someone said, Titans are not, I think it was the instructor or teacher in the fourth episode, when he said that they don't need to eat. It seems like their instincts are making them, that they're doing this just for the sake of slaughter. They just want to kill. It would make sense that these were some humans who, maybe they were poor, maybe they were at the bottom of the social structure, maybe they were slaves. I don't know, no one knows the history of this world. And they were angry at all of the humans. Someone got his hands on this special potion serum and they transformed. They never could come back. And through the evolution, they stayed in there. Also for Eren, you could say that he doesn't know how to come out, because when he first was a Titan, his Titan died. That's why he came out. His second change was just a half change. And maybe that's why he had enough energy to come out. So maybe he actually is not able to come out. But I could be wrong, like this is a serum made by Dr. Jäger, so maybe that's why he's different. But I could see that my theory might be true. I did now basically use my post-reaction thoughts for basically just talking about this theory. But that was the main thing going through my head. Because there were so many interesting things happening with his Titan, like the Titans were attracted to him. But in the previous episodes, they weren't. Yes, they fought him, but I thought it was because he attacked them. He could regenerate, he didn't hear. That's maybe because he doesn't have the energy to do that. But it's interesting because I really thought that he was not attracted to the Titans, which just... I thought he would be able to change to a Titan, go to Walmeria without being attacked by Titans, just because of the sake that he is a Titan and Titans don't attack Titans. But yeah, let's go like through the story. We had this, of course, beginning which confirmed that he attacked Mikasa. Rico sent the red signal that the mission is over. Pixies refused to do anything drastically. He wanted to keep to their mission, which is interesting. He seemed really cool, so it does give me some mysterious vibes around Pixies, because he's the one who believed in Eren and he's the one who wanted to do this, and he's the one who now still believes in him. So could it potentially mean that he, because of Dr. Jäger, Dr. Jäger has some connections to the army, maybe they know each other, and maybe Pixies knew about this stuff, and he knows that there's a chance that Eren might actually control himself and do this. But that guy, I think Ian, decided that they will protect Eren, Even if it's crazy, it's like their basically only chance of hope. And at first, as I said, I expected they to then go crazy to try to kill Eren because he attacked Mikasa. But I understand this because there's no real chance that they could kill all these titans. And maybe there's a chance that you could potentially kill each titan in the world, but you probably lose like all of the population before that happens. And not all of the populations are even soldiers, so he sees this as a option. And then Eriko also decided that she will help, and the other guy too. And a funny part was when Ian said that they must protect her lover, and Mikasa blushed. So does that mean that she has really some deeper feelings than just family for Eren? I always thought she looked at him as a brother. But hey, I could understand why would she love him. That would of course make Jean even angrier. But he probably thinks that she loves him, and maybe he's right. I just thought that Jean misunderstood their relationship. Maybe I did. So Armin ran to go to look there at Eren. Jean and Connie had an interesting conversation. Connie seemed like when Jean was talking that they need to minimize the deaths. Connie was somewhat upset, but then he just turned around and was happy and said, let's just make sure that we won't be the loss. I don't really know what to make of this scene. It seems like Connie experienced now something. Who knows? Armin, when he arrived, he decided to cut in and talk to Eren. And we were shown again that basically Eren is not conscious. He thinks that he's somewhere else. So this is probably draining him extremely to the point that he's semi-conscious. He realized that he was sitting, but he didn't realize anything else. Then as all the people were fighting, that was the point where Mikasa realized that there are so many titans there because they're attracted to Eren, which again is really interesting as to why. Are they now super attracted because it seemed like they weren't in the previous episodes? They attacked him, yeah, when he showed up, but I thought it was because he attacked them. Then Jean and I think Annie and some others were, I think Connie was also there, were doing that thing where they were running so they could attract the titans and then went on the wall. So I think that's the reason why some have already died, because they're doing that. They're just going down and up to just attract even more titans. And their like commander, which was there, was caught. Connie and Annie ran away. Yeah, Jean saved Connie. Connie almost was caught by a titan. Jean saved, and Jean said that no one will die anymore on his watch. An interesting aspect. It seemed like he grew a bit. It's funny because one guy, I can't remember his name, was telling him, "You're a great leader. You did the right thing." That I expected that Jean would be like, "Oh yeah, I did the right thing. Sometimes people have to die, but I saved other people." But he basically doesn't want anyone to die anymore. That's interesting. I'm happy for his growth, because as a person, of course, sometimes hard decisions have to be made, but you still have to have that mentality that you don't want people to die, because as long as you have that, you will always try to minimize the losses. As soon as you allow yourself to think that people can die and have to die, then you become reckless and a lot more people die. You don't put the same effort into it. That was a great thing from Jean. Then he was trapped inside the house, so his whole equipment fell apart. That's interesting. I thought that I knew that their equipment works on gas, but I should have realized that before, but I thought that the blades work separately, but clearly not. And the music there, so, I mean, I don't want to see him die. He potentially is, for now at least, one of the most developed characters we met. it would be a hard loss for this show because he was one of the most interesting characters for me. I don't want to see him die, but the music indicated that. But they cut away, so could they kill him now? I guess if they would kill him, they would do it at that point because they were building up that feeling that he might die. And if you do that, you have to do it at the highest point of fear, of your fear for that character. So I hope they won't kill him, but everything is possible. Yeah, sometimes Titans were killed by Mikasa, by others. That was great. It was great to see. It was pretty balanced. Like I've seen like now more characters killing a Titan. I think at least one. Armin then decided to talk in a different manner. He talked why they want to go outside and mentioned why they want to go to the hell, which my parents did. That's again interesting. So Armin's parents, they were probably part of the Story Corps, or they could be explorers. Like his grandfather is also very suspicious because he had this book. But how does he know that they went through hell? Because they died? Did he see their bodies? Did they write a letter? He never talks about his parents. Then, of course, that was that thing which I addressed in the post-reaction thoughts. It's he got angry, his Titan awakened. But they cut away, so I have no idea to what this could potentially lead. So now to talk about those info cards. So they show that you have to use your whole weight on one side or shift to one side or the other, which allows them to do acrobatic moves, but their muscles are exhausted because of it. And the second one, which is interesting, is that during the training, instructors cut their lines to see their reactions, which sometimes kills some of the students, which is cruel. But they have that mentality. But if you die here, you won't be able to fight the Titans anyway. For my predictions for the upcoming episode, I want to see if Eren could potentially now control this, maybe for just a few minutes, just to move that rock. We might see this mission be a success, maybe not. I'm still expecting those Elite Sword Corps to return at some point. There's nothing really much to predict here. I expect them fighting against the Titans and then just seeing if Eren will succeed or not, and then just act to what Eren will do. Like that's basically what I have. If he won't be able to control himself, they will probably try to cut him out. If he will, then they will continue with the mission. Like my final thought is, I would just want to say that I was impressed with Yuriko, that she decided to fight. When she said that she won't obey him, I thought she really decided to go away, which would be reasonable, but she didn't, and I respect that. And the whole scene was great with the music. They used a lot of great music here, sad music in this episode, but luckily nothing happened, so I hope this isn't an indicator that in the next episode we will have some cruel deaths. Hope not. So to finally grade this episode is very similar to the previous one, and now the couple of last episodes. This whole Trost storyline, as I said, seems really a story arc where they focus a lot of different things, not on the story so much. It's just killing you because you have so many questions, because like I said, when Pixies arrived and talked to Eren, I expected in the next episode that we will already see him potentially move the rock, but he didn't do it in the next episode, which was the 11th, and he didn't do it in this episode, which was the 12th. So maybe he will do now in the 13th something with the rock, maybe he won't. I'm just talking about, I thought that this thing will be resolved faster than it appears to be, and this was now the 8th part, so we could potentially have, I'm expecting at least 10 parts. That would make sense for the number, I think, but that's what I'm expecting, who knows. I think this is close to the previous episode. I don't know, around 8.1, 8.2, something along there. I mean, as I said, I'm enjoying these episodes also, but I do understand that the storyline could potentially go a bit faster. But I'm fine with it as it is. I'm looking forward to the next one. So, if you have enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Feedback as always is appreciated. If you haven't, you can check all of my other reactions out. I watched every episode until now. And again, Merry Christmas. Enjoy these festive times, and I'll see you soon.